Hello everyone, myself Zadge sir. Today we learn about our first number chapter physical features of India. There is second number point plains. Back video we learn about our first number chapter first point mountains ranges are there. So like this there are plains area also as well in India. So the largest plain are known as the northern plains. These plains are extend from the west to east. This is very fertile area. Many rivers flow throughout it. Some of the rivers are there: Ravi, Bias, Satluj, Ganga, Yamuna, Brahmaputra. The northern plains are fertile because of that soil brought down from the mountains and deposited by the rivers. Due to the rivers and the fertile soil, that agriculture activities flourish and human population is very high in these regions. The northern plains are also known as the breadbasket of India, as the maximum supply of wheat come from these regions. So this area is very fertile, soil is very fertile, so that's why agriculture activity is there, water resources is there. So mostly farming is there, and farming occupation also there, and populations are high, and mainly whichever the main cities are there, populated cities also located near that bank of the river. So let's see which rivers or which cities are there. So there are that cities are there, mostly Delhi. So Delhi is our capital, so that Delhi is situated in that northern plains. Delhi, Jaipur, Amritsar, Chandigarh, Lucknow, Allahabad, Varanasi, Patna, Kolkata, etc. So that's whichever big cities are there, so that's all situated in that northern plains. When you see that map, you can observe that. So there is Ganga, Yamuna, Satluj, Ravi, Bias, that are the main rivers. So that rivers fertile that area, whichever the green part is, you can see, so that are come into that northern plains. Okay, downside of the Himalaya mountain range there is a northern plains where you can see the Ganga, Yamuna rivers are there. So whichever green area is there, so that is called northern plains. So northern plains are extend from west to the east. Northern plains are fertile because of that soil brought down from the mountain and deposited by the rivers. And human population is very high in the northern plains. The northern plains are also known as the breadbasket of India because of maximum supply of wheat come from these northern plains. And Delhi, one of the well-known city, which is lie on the northern plains. So that point will be important, so that much you can learn that. After that landform that plains, after that desert is here. So you know desert, when you imagine the camels, so automatically you imagine that all are place which is a dry and sandy area, so that we can call desert. So desert also landform is located in our India. Most of the western part of India that covered in a desert. So we can call that desert is the Great Indian Desert also, and Thar Desert also there is. The region mostly covered that mainly is Rajasthan, Bikaner, Jodhpur, Jaisalmer. So that states of that most of the state Rajasthan will be covered in that desert, and that area get receive very little rainfall, and mostly thorny plants are grow there because they want less water for grow. So whichever thorny plants are there like babu, kikar, and dates, so like these plants are grow in that desert. That desert are partly rocky and partly sandy is there, and also in desert there is small dunes. So that sand dunes change their shape due to the strong wind blowing in the desert. So when there is any storm is will become there, so that sand dunes मतलब जो मिट्टी के ढेर होते हैं वो क्या होते हैं, वो अपनी जगह चेंज करते हैं, वो साइक्लोन की वजह से, तूफान की वजह से वो प्लेस चेंज करते हैं। हाँ, जो मिट्टी के ढेर होते हैं बड़े बड़े पर जैसे हिल जैसे, तो उसे सैंड ड्यून्स कहा जाता है इंग्लिश में। ओके, सो दैट सैंड ड्यून चेंज देयर शेप ड्यूरिंग द स्टॉर्म। ओके, we can see there only shrubs and thorny plant which survive with the little water. I give the example already. And peoples are rearing camel, and that camel used for traveling in the desert, and only some few people are doing their uh, farming because of source of water. Those who have a resource of water, so only that person, only some few percent people are doing farming in that limited condition in the desert. Okay, after the desert there is next landform is their island. So island is a piece of land that is surrounded by water. Okay, so Indian islands are mostly divided into the two categories or two types. There is volcanic island and coral islands is there. So whichever Andaman and Nicobar, that is a group of island, are called the volcanic islands, and Lakshadweep island we can say the coral islands. Okay, so that island also found in that Arabian Sea and Bay of Bengal Sea. Okay, and there are hills also on the island, so that hills are covered always evergreen forest, and coconut is the main product of these islands. So coconut also they are taking the so much production of the coconut. Okay, so coconut is the main product of this island. There are about 572 island in the Andaman and Nicobar group of island. There are 572 islands are there in the Andaman and Nicobar group of island, and there are 36 island on Lakshadweep. Okay, and that islands also have some tribal groups are there also. The Great Andamanis, the Jarwas and the Sinhalses, the Ongas and the Sompins are the major tribal groups which are found in Andaman and Nicobar group of island. The next group landform is your plateau. So we can also call the plateau is also called tableland. So that landform also located in our country. Plateau means that are flat uneven tablelands also higher than the plains. The largest plateau in India called the Deccan Plateau, and we also some of the our Maharashtra state part also that cover in the Deccan Plateau. This plateau cover most of the southern part of India. So it is located between the mountain range of the Western Ghat in the west, the Eastern Ghat in the east, and the Satpura and Vindhya ranges in the north. So the Deccan Plateau is spread across the 8 states and cover the large area of the central and southern part of the country. The rivers in the Deccan Plateau dry up in summers and fill during the rainy season. Rains in the Deccan region continue from June to October. The period of March to June can be very hot. Okay, so in the plateau, so we can say that most of the Maharashtra and most of the southern part of the country that covered in that plateau. On the plateau there are rivers mostly dry in the summer season and the fill in the rainy seasons, and that rain continues going on the June to October in the on the plateau, and the March and the Junes are very hot month in the plateau. And there are some animals found in there: four horned antelope, wild water buffalo, black buck, and Indian cane squirrel. So that animal also found in the Deccan Plateau. And minerals also we can got in Deccan Plateau. That minerals are the diamonds, gold, and other metals also we can find got in the Deccan Plateau. And crops mostly there is sugar cane, cotton. So main important crops is grow in that plateau is a cotton, sugar cane, rice, and other crops also. Whichever who those who have water resources available, that people take another crops also. And rivers, mainly main rivers are there Godavari, which is the main longest river in southern part of the country. Southern longest river is there Godavari. So that river is situated in Maharashtra. Krishna, Kaveri, and Mahanadi. So that all are the major rivers found in the plateau. So today we can learn about the plains, desert, island, and plateau. That landform we can learn today. I hope everyone understand. So thank you. Like my channel and subscribe. Thank you.